there is Kobe. Can we talk about the last year, and I don't mean 2009, but the last 12 months in your life, all right?
Sure.
Kobe Bryant!
Got an Olympic gold medal with the Redeem team.
Right.
The Lakers are NBA champions once again.
You won an NBA championship, MVP in the finals.
It was a very, very good year.
Your MVP, Kobe Bryant!
More like an unbelievable year, especially when you consider how far Kobe Bryant has rebounded from where he was just 5 years ago. Accused of sexual assault, Bryant denied the allegations, but admitted to an extramarital encounter.
I sit here before you guys, embarrassed and ashamed.
The charges were later dropped, but many saw it as the end of Kobe Bryant.
When you have a year like the one you just had, and you compare it to 2004, and it was a tough year.
Right.
Professionally, it was a tough year. Personally, it was a tough year. Legally, it was a tough year.
As tough as it was for me, it was obviously tough for all my family. Once everything had transpired, there were the experts who said, well, it's an incurable situation. We can't fix you, and so forth and so on.
You were so concerned about it, or it was enough on your radar that you sat down with people, smart people,
right,
and said, what do we do about it?
Oh, absolutely. And they all said, no, we can't.
You can't be fixed. You're a lost cause.
You're a fake. Oh, thanks. Great meeting.
But then you found someone who was willing to say yes.
We did, and we put our heads together, and the most important thing was not to come out and do all of these interviews on camera and all these things, but it's just for people to see who you truly are, to open up.
Kobe says he not only opened up, but grew up as well, something he didn't have a chance to do when he was first drafted into the NBA, fresh out of high school.
You know the knock on you earlier on. You're smiling at me. You won't smile after this, but a little arrogant, a little selfish.
Right.
So was that just insecurity and immaturity?
There's probably a little truth to it. I think, in order to get to a certain level, you have to have a certain amount of selfishness to be able to drive yourself. At the time I came in the NBA, I was 18 years old. Right. My teammates were, 30 years old, 27 years old. And, I'm talking about video games, and the conversation is just completely different. So I think for me, it helped me to be able to sit back and learn and observe and, hear what people were saying about me.
Did it hurt when you were hearing it?
It hurt, but at the same time, I looked at it as a challenge. So, okay, well, this is what the perception is. Now, how can I become better? Hey, you might go wide leg. When I was younger, it was like, come on, let's go. You want to win? Okay, let's go, let's do this. Why aren't you working? Come on, let's go. But as you get older, you have a family, and you're trying to raise kids, and you learn patience pretty quickly.
I read two different articles, and I was curious if you think that either of these takes are right, or maybe both. One article said that Kobe has been given a second chance by the fans. And the other take on the article was, no, he's earned a second chance from the fans.
Well, I'm just thankful for a second chance.